Hey friends, welcome back to the Guitar Max channel. And that piece of music that you heard me messing around with there in the intro is actually a piece of music that I've been asked to create for an upcoming short film. And this is just a perfect time to talk about this because it's a horror short film. And also it's coming up on Halloween, and I've got one of the most spooky gothic guitars ever made from Schecter right here. This guitar is the one I've been using to create that music because of the Sustainiac system and also just the cleanness of the tone that this guitar produces. You can make some really eerie, spooky sounds very easily with this guitar. Now, the short film I will be talking more about at some point in the future because it's still in the filming process right now. And it's not just that one piece of music, but I'm scoring the entire short film. So I'm really excited to be working on this project. So the main thing I want to talk about in this video is, of course, this guitar. And I've actually had this for a while, but I was kind of saving it to do a video with it until we got into October and the Halloween season, because look at this guitar with the satin black finish and of course the dark ebony fretboard. This guitar looks very haunting and it sounds even more so. Okay, so how are we getting those haunting sounds? Well, the real secret sauce is the combination of the Sustainiac system with the Floyd Rose Bridge, right? Because you can get these really beautiful, eerie, very nuanced tremolo or vibrato effects, and then you combine that with some reverb and delay on your signal, and then the infinite sustain that the Sustainiac gives you. You combine all that together and you kind of manipulate the volume knob as you're playing, and those sounds just jump out of this guitar. Let's go over the specs real quick. And this exact model is the Schecter PT Elite Evil Twin. It's a swamp ash body, a beautiful ebony fretboard, and look at the neck construction on the back here. Of course, it's a neck through build, but it's a multi-piece neck through, and it's using a combination of maple, and then I believe there's walnut sandwiched in between here, and then the swamp ash is the main wings of the body right here. While we're looking at the back side, you can also see the two 9-volt compartments on the back here. One is for the active Fishman Fluence pickup in the bridge position. The other 9-volt powers the Sustainiac system. There's a lot of other cool little details as well, like it's got the loom inlay side dot markers, so these glow in the dark, which is perfect for your dark stages, or if you're out haunting somebody out on the street at night, you can see your inlays. And of course, down here with the controls, at a glance, it's kind of simple controls, a 3-way toggle, single volume and single tone. Then you've got the mini switches for the Sustainiac pickup. However, both the volume and the tone are push-pull pots. And as if that wasn't hidden enough, these are not both coil splitting. You've got one that's coil splitting and the other is a voicing control for the Fishman Fluence pickup. But it doesn't stop there. The guitar has even more cool features. These are 24 extra jumbo stainless steel frets, and the bridge here is the 1500 series Floyd Rose Bridge. So it's like a 1000 series, but then it's got the stainless steel upgrades. So this Elite Evil Twin, this is a lot of guitar right here. And I think that's why the price of $17.99, or about 800 bucks, is really justified. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug this back in, and I'm going to give you some more of those spooky sounds that you can get out of this, and then a little just more standard playing so you can really hear how it sounds. And then after the demo, I want to talk a little bit more about the music that I've been creating with this guitar. So real quick, guys, as always, if you enjoy videos like this, checking out cool new guitars, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. Okay, let's plug this in and listen to how it sounds. Okay, so even if you're just doing standard playing, you're not trying to sound like a ghost or something, even if you're just doing regular playing, this guitar plays and sounds fantastic. I think sometimes people with the Sustainiac setup, they're always a little bit worried that because you get the Sustainiac capability, you're sacrificing the tone of the guitar when you don't have the sustainer system on. But that's really not the case with this guitar. Even though the Sustainiac, the main driver pickup is right here, this still operates as a regular neck pickup when the system is turned off. So between the natural sound of the pickups and you combine that with all of these control options to really expand the sound of the pickups, you have a lot of tonal variety in this guitar. Schecter has really done a good job, and I think come a very long way with their necks and the neck profile in particular. This guitar has a satin finish all over it, and that's even true on the back of the neck. And also, this is a very thin neck. This is a very shred-friendly neck. It's thin, it's kind of like a slim D-shape profile, and with the extra jumbo frets, they're stainless steel. They polish them just to a mirror finish, so everything is smooth. You never have any of that like grinding feeling on the frets when you're doing bending or vibrato, nothing like that. It's just a very responsive neck and fretboard, and I love that about it. I've played so many different guitars over the years, and this one, you could close your eyes and play this. It feels expensive and dialed in. Okay, but now let me talk a little bit more about that music that I was working on. So to be clear, that's one piece of music from several different pieces of music which are going to be used in the short film. This is a horror short film. There's a scene in it where some people are dancing, and so that's why you hear the waltz in there. And while it's not meant to be a heavy metal soundtrack, because of the unique sounds that this guitar can produce, it's actually working out really, really well to create these creepy and suspenseful sounds that I think fits really well with a horror movie soundtrack. So maybe in a month or two, I'll have some more information about the short film that I can share, and eventually, my understanding is it'll be released where people can watch it and so forth online. So when that happens, of course, I'll share it with you. But my big question to you now is, what do you think of those creepy sounds that this guitar can make? I mean, it really does sound like a classic horror movie ghost sound, right, when you're combining the whammy bar with the sustainer. And the harmonic mode of the Sustainiac, which you can activate with these mini switches, right, that's what takes the original tone and then adds this really like almost piercing high harmonic layered on top of it. It creates this slow rising effect, which is so suspenseful, and it builds this anticipation that something is coming, but you don't know what. Okay guys, so look, let me know what you think of those sounds that this guitar can create down in the comments section below. And if anybody else has experience with the Sustainiac setups, especially the ones on these Schecter guitars, are there any other weird or unique sounds that you've been creating with that? Let me know down in the comments section below, because I want to see if I can recreate some other unique sounds. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a wonderful Halloween season right now. Thanks a ton for watching. I'm going to have links for everything I was talking about in the video down in the video description below. The guitar and the IR200 Boss unit that I was using for the demo, plus my social media, all that stuff. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you very soon.